So I wanted to give an update. I haven't made any videos in a while. I've actually filmed small clips here and there over the past couple probably months, but I just don't end up putting them up. So I wanted to kind of give an update video and then get back into doing more vlogging videos. So I am outside, so you might hear some kids in the background, but I thought I would just kind of film this right now. Okay, so what has been going on? So like I mentioned, I have filmed here and there. I'm not really in the groove of it, so it just ends up like happening for a little bit in the day and then I just kind of forget about it, or, you know, I'm just not used to it. And if anyone's ever vlogged before and you kind of like get out of practice for a long time, it's kind of hard to get back into the flow of things unless you like force yourself to do it, which is kind of hard to do. Anyway, so I've just been kind of focusing on like myself and me and, you know, my family. I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to tell, but I've really been working on like my health. So as I mentioned, there's going to be a lot of breaks in this video. Yeah, so I've just been kind of focusing on me and my health and my family and trying to kind of move myself in the direction that I want my life to go into. So for the longest time, you know, I've been an interpreter. That's kind of been my identity. I talked, you know, somewhat about it, about how I want to kind of phase out of that. But as of late, you know, I've been working more in my doula business, and it's been kind of hard because it's been a really learning process. And I'm sorry, like if it's really sunny. It's been a learning process, and like I said, you know, I started doing birth, and then I realized that while I love working with the clients and doing the birth part of it, I don't like being gone for that long, you know, for long births. I don't like being on call. It's very stressful for me. It's just my personality. Some people can handle it really well. I can't. So then I decided, well, why don't I do postpartum? And, you know, I work with some clients, and while I did enjoy that, I still kind of found myself like wanting to be more at home with my kids and with my family instead of being out taking care of other people's families, as much as I did enjoy that, and it had a better structure to it. So then I went to fertility, and I still really do like fertility, and that's still what I want to kind of lean towards. However, I do have a fertility client, pretty much just like, you know, texting, emailing, mostly emailing, that sort of thing. But again, I really don't like the idea that, you know, I could get an email any time of the day or text any time of the day and I got to take my time out to work with that client. I really would like something more structured and more on my time. So what I did is I have been kind of behind the scenes working on things. I'm not taking any clients right now. If you look on my website, it just has like a little landing page saying that things are changing. That's kind of like what I'm thinking about doing, is working more only with queer family planning. I know some people don't like that word, but it is what it is. So LGBTQIA+, mainly working in that sphere of making more of an educational place for people. So I'm making the website into a place where it kind of puts people into, you know, where are you at in your family planning, gives you some education, and then I will have, you know, different things that you can purchase, you know, video series, courses, stuff like that. So that is what I've been working on, is doing that. I'm actually signed up for a 6-month kind of online coaching program through Melinda Smith. And that course will be from June till December. If anyone's interested, I had like a 1-hour kind of like phone call coaching call, and she's great at her job. So made me a believer. So signed up for the program, and it's an expensive program. And I got some help with it, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to really help take me to where I want to be, which is working more at my own pace, which is partially why I kind of want to get back into doing YouTube, vlogging, working on my fertility channel, just kind of doing it in that sense. Like I said, more on my time, where it's not people are coming to me and I have to match them. It's I do things when I want to do things, and, you know, I mean, structure time around, obviously, but kind of work on that. So that was one big part of it. So another big part is Jenna has started a new job. It's still in the same area. It's actually at a place that I used to work at. And so over the past couple months, it's kind of been a transition of, you know, applying, working through things, you know, ending the other job, starting a new job, and they really like it, and it really works out. You know, they're still doing most of their work remotely, and it's, you know, very flexible, which I like. But, you know, that takes time out of everyone's schedule to kind of figure all that out. You know, I'm still working as an interpreter, doing VRS work. And then the other thing that's been taking a lot of my time, and I will be making a series of videos about this, is I'm in the process of becoming a gestational surrogate. There's kind of a lot into it, and I can give you kind of the, you know, the summary of what's been going on. So I will talk more about what exactly it means to be a gestational carrier or a gestational surrogate, all the different parts of it. I will do that on my fertility channel. Here I will have, you know, like regular vlogs and things that are going on in that process, but not like the formalized version. So long story short, where I'm at in that process is I had gotten to the point of potentially trying to match with somebody, with an agency. And so we had gone through getting medical records, you know, making sure that we had just gotten Jenna's new insurance, because that took a while. I had to get a pap smear, get cleared by my midwife, blah, blah, blah. So like I said, that whole thing took a couple months because of just different things that happened. And it got to the point where they were like, okay, we're going to start showing you profiles. And I was pretty restricted on the profiles that I could get because I specifically wanted to work with either a gay or lesbian couple or someone within the queer community, trans, whatever. And so that, you know, took down the number that I could match with. And a lot of gay couples, like male gay couples, want to do what's called a double embryo transfer. So they're trying for twins, and I don't want to necessarily try to get pregnant with twins. If it happens, it happens, but that's not what I want. So that kind of took me down to like maybe 1 or 2 couples I could look into, and even both of those didn't necessarily like speak out to me too much. There was one that I thought about, but then there was just a lot of miscommunications when working with that agency, specifically one person in the agency. And like I said, I just feel like in the end, it just wasn't the agency for me. I know that it works for other ones, and I'm not going to talk about which one this is, because, you know, they got a lot of great reviews, and overall I think they're good. I just don't think they're the match for me. So anyways, we were kind of up to that point, and now everything's kind of put back on hold. So I'm actually going to be speaking with a different agency. Someone had contacted me saying like, hey, I think I might actually have a match that might work with you. Because I had spoken to them before, and so I'd still have to go through the whole process. So anyways, it is Monday today. So I'm going to be speaking with them on Wednesday to kind of just see where we think this might be going. You know, if this agency doesn't work out for me, then I might try to do independent. I know it's more work. I know there's, you know, some more issues that could come up, but I'm almost wondering if independent's going to be better just for me and my personality. So we shall see. I will talk more about that in some formal videos on my other channel, and I'll kind of keep you guys updated on here as well. But like, that's kind of the update as to what's been going on with my life. So this video is just going to be this. It's just going to be me updating you guys, and then I'm going to start working on getting some more vlogs out. When you see the vlogs, it's mostly going to be me. You might see the kids in the vlogs every once in a while, like if we're out playing or doing something like that, you know, they might show up in the video, but I'm not going to highlight them. Jenna's not really much in the videos. They might be every once in a while, but it's going to be kind of more about like me and how things are going in my life, and, you know, just kind of like my journey into hopefully getting into my business where I want it, and this gestational surrogacy journey. You know, I'll try to share as much as I can along the way. Obviously, some things are going to be private, but we will see how that goes. So that is my update. Hopefully it kind of just gets you guys, you know, up to date on what's going on in my life. And you will see more as time goes. And I'll hopefully be getting more videos out and really focusing on what I want to focus on, which is starting YouTube again. All right, see you in the next one. Bye!